Look, this show has allowed all kinds of people to come on. People we agree with, people we don't agree with. I've not been a fan of this man's. I don't like how he talks to us. I don't like how he talks to the nation.
If somebody's gonna try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go f yourself.
Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
I just leave. I go home. I go home to my life, and I take care of my cat and do all the stuff I'm supposed to do.
Just when you thought 2025 couldn't get any crazier, Whoopi Goldberg has fled the country after Elon Musk filed a jaw-dropping $80 million lawsuit against her.
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president.
I don't know what else to say, but it is. I'm just looking at this video and it's so bizarre.
Elon Musk's $80 million lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg and The View has everyone talking, not just because of the amount. The core of the lawsuit revolves around allegations of defamation and intentional misinformation. Musk claims that Whoopi, along with her co-hosts, crossed a line when they aired statements suggesting that he and Ohio Senator J.D. Vance were part of some grand scheme to manipulate government control if Donald Trump were removed from office. According to Musk, these accusations weren't just wild speculation. They were completely baseless and made with the intention to harm his reputation. The lawsuit highlights how such claims can have serious consequences. Musk argues that these statements painted him as a person trying to destroy democracy, which he says couldn't be further from the truth. But here's where it gets even more interesting. This lawsuit isn't just about setting the record straight. It's become a flashpoint in the ongoing debate about free speech versus media accountability. On one hand, Musk supporters see this as biased narratives designed to smear public figures. They argue that celebrities and media platforms should be held accountable for the claims they make, especially when those claims can influence public opinion on such a massive scale.
Who is in charge? Because I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk, Musk Vance?
Possible.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because, people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs.
Now, this is where things get even messier. Amid the backlash over the lawsuit, reports surfaced that Whoopi Goldberg tried to downplay her statements, calling it a misunderstood joke about her cat tripping her at home. But the damage was already done. Social media exploded, with Musk supporters demanding further legal action and labeling her comments reckless. Critics accused her of crossing the line into dangerous territory, arguing that her words could be interpreted as promoting physical harm. And that's where the FBI stepped in. According to reports, federal authorities began investigating whether Whoopi's comments posed a legal or security risk. It's unclear how far the investigation has gone, but the fact that the FBI got involved speaks to the seriousness of the situation. Musk's team wasted no time seizing on this development, using it as further evidence that Whoopi and The View had engaged in behavior that could have other consequences beyond just defamation.
I don't believe in cancel culture. I like the phrase that my friend Nick Cannon uses. We need counsel culture. In the Jewish faith, Don, we have a concept called shuvah. And shuvah means redemption. It means all of us have the power to admit when we do wrong and to commit to doing.
Now, let's talk about Whoopi's sudden departure. For someone as prominent as Whoopi, fleeing the country was not just a surprising move. It was a statement. The pressure building around her reached a boiling point. Between Elon Musk's $80 million lawsuit, the FBI's investigation into her controversial remarks, and the relentless scrutiny of the public and media, she found herself at the center of an unbearable storm. Reports suggest that her decision to leave the country wasn't just about avoiding legal troubles, it was about escaping the spotlight. Sources close to her say she felt cornered and overwhelmed by the public backlash. Every move she made, every word she spoke, was being criticized on a global scale. Media outlets have been quick to say that Whoopi Goldberg's departure was a calculated move to avoid the worst of what could come next. With Elon Musk's lawsuit and the FBI investigation possibly intensifying, she saw leaving the country as her only option to preserve her mental health and avoid a legal showdown. But let's not forget the role social media played in this drama. Platforms like Twitter were flooded with polarized reactions as soon as news of Whoopi Goldberg's departure broke. Hashtags like Orshma, Support Elon, and I Cancel the View trended, with users debating over the entire situation. Critics of Whoopi painted her as someone running away from accountability. They argued that by fleeing, she was admitting guilt and abandoning the responsibility to face the consequences of her actions. It's safe to say that Whoopi Goldberg's decision to leave the country has only added fuel to the fire.
Whoopi Goldberg, who raised a few eyebrows using the Bible to support the idea of kids getting gender change surgeries. Take a look.
This is a party that says we believe in parents' rights. You're telling me that as a parent, I'm not smart enough to decide if my child and I need to have gender affirming. Our doctors are not involved. What is going? So I can't decide what my kid reads. I can't decide for my child what my child says is going on. You're telling me your beliefs, and they keep saying it, and I keep saying, what Bible are you reading? Because God was really clear.
Very clear. I would say this is a new low for The View, but it isn't. They've gone way lower before. It's certainly on brand for The View.
The show is no stranger to controversy, but this latest scandal might be its most significant test yet. Over the years, The View has faced repeated criticism for its inflammatory and unverified claims. The backlash often revolves around its hosts, pushing personal opinions that come across as biased, misleading, and controversial. And now, with Whoopi Goldberg at the center of Musk's lawsuit, those criticisms have resurfaced with a vengeance. Interestingly, clips of her praising Donald Trump in the past have started circulating online. These resurfaced moments have been used by critics to highlight what they see as hypocrisy.
As our friend Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
Honey, Joe, I think you missed this part. Take a look.
I want him to show his birth certificate. There's something on that birth certificate that he doesn't like.
Oh my God.
That's a terrible
That
thing
is
to
just
say.
the
Whoopi, I'm
worst
telling
thing
you.
to do.
3 pounds
Donnie, I love you. I'm telling
I love
you.
you too. I think that's the biggest pile of dog mess I've heard in ages.
The scandal has reignited discussions about The View's credibility. Calls for the show's cancellation have grown louder, with detractors arguing that it has become a platform for unchecked misinformation. But not everyone believes The View should be taken off the air. Some argue that the solution lies in better regulation and fact-checking, rather than canceling the show. And then there's the impact of Musk's lawsuit. If he succeeds, it could set a precedent for how public figures hold media outlets accountable. What do you guys think? Is Elon Musk justified in his fight against The View? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to stay updated on all the latest celebrity news, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We've got all the tea, and you don't want to miss a drop.